Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Qualified for Nothing, where we three adults are qualified for nothing. I'm Celaine.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Hamish.
And on this week, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic of Reddit, our legal advice. Now, I'm not a lawyer. Is anybody else here a lawyer?
Me.
And we pulled up some stories of some either interesting, strange, or complex legal situations, and we're going to answer them as if we've taken the bar.
I've seen Suits. I'm basically a lawyer.
Dude, I've seen Better Call Saul. I'm a professional. Kim's just Kim.
Neither, so
Kim exists.
I'm here. Hi, guys.
I will say Kim has told us that I kind of want Kim to start because she had a really good title of the story. So Kim, would you please do us the honors if you feel comfortable to?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
And I just realized I'm out of focus, so hold on.
That's okay. Get yourself in focus, girl.
Audio listeners, Kim is out of focus.
What are you doing?
So I out of focus for the whole intro? Don't tell me if I was. Okay.
I don't know, honestly.
Story number 1. I, 26 female, called off my wedding with fiance, 27 male, due to financial infidelity, only to find out we are already legally married and didn't know. Just take a moment.
Shocker.
That's a lot already.
I'm ready.
Okay, my fiance, 27 male, and I, 26 female, have been together for 7 years, and we're going to get married in August of this year. We bought a house together 3 years ago and have 2 dogs. He proposed in May 2025, and I thought we were going to live happily ever after. We share finances due to the house, but split everything 50-50. We have joint bank accounts, credit cards, on each other's phone, and insurance plans, etc. I manage everything in that aspect, and every month he puts in money no problem and paid his portions. When he proposed, he did the math for exactly how much we needed to save for each paycheck to have the big wedding we envisioned, and he never missed a paycheck saving since that day. On Valentine's Day, we were almost 6 months out from the wedding, and my entire life blew up. I was very stressed at the idea of putting $30,000 into a wedding. I'd sent a non-refundable $10,000 check to the venue that same week. Before I sent it, I told him we could back out of the big wedding idea and just elope for a lot cheaper than this was our last chance to back out. He wanted the big wedding, so I sent the check. Even though we were saving, I could tell we would be $2,000 to $3,000 short at the end of this, and I didn't want to go into debt for a wedding. Smart. He works commission, so I was asking if he could contribute more to the wedding fund if he has good sales month. When he didn't say yes, I asked, "Are you hiding something from me financially?" He broke down and told me that he'd racked up $17,000 of credit card debt on his personal credit card. I was shattered. Finances had always been so important to me, as I was on my own at 17 and have always had to figure things out with no help. I had always paid off the entire balance of my credit card every month, and he told me he did the same. I found out it had been 3 years of this debt accumulating. Of course, the part that hurts the most are the lies. The times I'd asked if he paid off his credit card, and he said yes. Through the course of the next few weeks, I found out some other lies as well. He had a serious issue of lying to please those around him. He immediately enrolled himself in individual therapy and offered us to do couples therapy. He knows he effed up. I said I would go into couples therapy to talk about all this, but have been very clear that I'm in a state of limbo and don't know if I want this relationship. The $10,000 check of the venue wasn't due until the end of the week, so we were able to tell the venue to not cash it, and we decided to cancel the wedding altogether. The next 2 weeks went by, and we're still trying to figure out where the relationship stands. We had to file our taxes. We bought the house 3 years ago and got solar panels on the house shortly after. There was a tax credit offered in those panels at the time, so we went to H&R Block to see how we could get that credit. I promise this is relevant. Since we live in Texas and live together, the lady there told us we could file our taxes as married in order to get the full tax credit. So we did. When she suggested this 2 years ago, I asked what would happen if we broke up. She said you'd have to fill out a separation form. It didn't seem like that big of a deal, so we did it. Well, when we went to file this year, the idea of breaking up was more real, so I asked the same lady at H&R Block, it's a small town and she was still there 2 years later, again, what would happen if we did break up. And she said I would need to consult a lawyer because we are married, and that's what I did. I have a legal shield benefit through my work, so I called a lawyer and he informed me we are in fact common law married according to the state of Texas and would need a legal divorce in order to separate. I know it's naive, but we genuinely didn't know filing married would make us legally married. If we knew we needed a divorce, we would not have done it 2 years ago. So here I am 2 months after all of the lies came out, legally married, and trying to figure out if I need to get us a divorce while never having a wedding. The lawyer said the fact that it was H&R Block that filed us makes no difference since we both signed the return. I'm curious if we can annul even though it's been 2 years. My husband seems set on making sure his debt doesn't become mine if we go the divorce route. If we agree to leave with what we came within, can that happen, or does it have to be 50-50 everything? We can't sell the house for as much as we owe on it. New build and bought when prices were higher. We would have to take out a $40,000 loan to avoid a short sale, or we could rent it out in hopes the value goes up. If we continue owning the house together, how does that work in a divorce? That was a roller coaster.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm not a lawyer, but I've got an idea.
Okay, let's hear it.
The first thing, they committed tax fraud. I am like the biggest tax abiding citizen in the world.
You've never paid taxes in
claiming-
your life.
Yeah. I just look
We
at
got her.
Karen,
IRS, we got her.
We got her. No, I pay too much in taxes. I'm going to say this right now. Common law marriage happens in certain states in America, depending on how long you live together, based off of how long you live in the same residence for a period of time. They probably were common law married for quite a long time. However, they were not filing their taxes. This is what I'm thinking. They were not filing their taxes as married because they did not know. When they went to H&R Block to try to get the solar panel credit for taxes, writing that they were married, they're doing it to get the higher amount, because it says somewhere in the thing you said something like they got the solar panel credit. Is that right?
Yes, that's why they filed jointly, I think, right? This was so
Yeah.
long. Let me find it again.
They said
they committed
filed
tax
as
fraud.
legally married to get a credit on solar panels.
They committed
Yeah, that's
tax
what it
fraud.
was.
They committed tax fraud because they didn't know that they were common law married. I would be more concerned about the tax fraud because how long ago did they do the solar panels? Let's keep
Personally,
reading. Just keep telling me. What does everyone else think?
concerned about the $17,000 in credit card debt.
True.
$17,000 to
Real.
what?
It's a lot.
Does it say?
No, it just says he racked up $17,000 of credit card debt on his personal credit card.
That's not an easy thing to do.
That sounds like a real problem. Oh my gosh.
So for the how was it? Did you say it was like 3 years of him accumulating the debt?
I don't know if it said there. It was 3. Oh yeah, it was after. Oh, I don't remember. I read this and I was like, what? Yeah, 3 years of his debt accumulating.
Wow. Is it like
Was
interest
he just
or
not
something?
paying his?
Yeah.
It's like interest, and he wasn't paying. What the?
So
There's so much going on.
Yeah, I'm like, there's too many points. We should have been taking breaks and talking about
We
this.
should have been taking
I don't know what
notes.
I read anymore.
Okay. So her question though was, how does this work in a divorce? Because she wants to get a divorce, and they
How do
own
you
a
divorce
house.
someone you never married?
Well, if common law marriage you are,
Yeah.
you do have to get a legal
I'd be
divorce.
devastated to know that as well. It'd be like, oh, we've been married for 2 years because we filed as married 2 years ago, but I never had a wedding. Oh, I'd be devastated.
Honestly, whoever's lawyer picks up this situation is going to get paid boku bucks because this is very complex.
Hello.
Dang. Guys, I don't even know anything about the law other than pay your taxes properly. Because the only things in life that are sure is taxes. And when you pass away, those are the two things in life that you must deal with.
Speaking of, hear me out. Take out a $100,000 life insurance policy. Get rid of the husband. Put that money towards his debts.
To do that.
And then have the dream wedding, but with yourself.
But
I mean,
with yourself?
The only
Okay.
good
Yeah.
point I think of this was that he had said he didn't want her to have the debt
Yeah.
when they got divorced, which, like, isn't that totally, like, it doesn't have to be split 50-50. Like, he could totally just take all the debt on himself, so, I'm like,
But a life insurance
Yeah.
policy will take care of that.
Okay, Hamish. I know you're trying to do the New Zealand way, but we're trying to think of the American American way. This is in Texas.
Texas.
I'm pretty sure the American way is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Is there replies in the comments?
Brush over that one.
Let's brush over that one. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Yes. Why is the reply gold? I don't use Reddit because
If
Yeah, I
a
have no
reply is
idea.
like gold, it means that someone gave them. You can pay people on Reddit for really good responses. You'll give them like little oops. I think they're called. It's like not. It's not the updoot, which is the thumbs up. There's like little Reddit awards that you can give comments. Where like if someone did a really good job, you can send them like a 50-cent Reddit award. Yeah, it's kind of like a thing saying, "Hey, that was a really reliable response.
Stupidest
I'm going
thing
to
ever.
approve that."
Well, there's a gold response that says, "I'm an attorney licensed in Texas."
Oh,
it's
okay.
so long, so let's see what we get. Because I don't want this is longer than the story, by the way. So let's see what it just starts with. Actually, I'm gonna skip the first paragraph. From what you stated, you committed tax fraud. That's what?
That's yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
you
a-
are qualified for something.
I'm qualified for like one thing, and that's pay your taxes. Okay, continue.
You and your fiance filed a federal tax return as married. When you did not consider yourselves married, you filed as married in order to claim a greater tax credit when you did not believe you were married. This is fraud. The IRS is virtually never going to know this unless you or your partner tell them. It would be monumentally stupid for either of you to bring this to the attention of the IRS. Just file your next tax return correctly. I think that's good enough. I don't think we need to read any
That's all we need to know.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, the only two things in life that are assured are taxes and when you pass away. And
Amen.
I heard tax evasion, and that's all I heard.
So if anybody has questions about tax evasion, you know who to go to.
Please don't come to me.
Celaine.
My doors are closed. You cannot come to me.
So I'm going to DM you later. I need help with that.
I can't help you. Have a good day, sir.
But like,
Oh. Kim only. Sorry, Hamish. Not sorry.
Should I leave or are you...
Okay, guys, how do you think we did as lawyers? I think I
think Celaine succeeded.
Yeah.
succeeded the 1%. I don't know anything about divorcing common law. I'm guessing you got to go through the court
Yeah,
system
you would
again.
know about the 1%.
Also, okay, we're done. Next story.
Okay, shall I do my second story or one of you going next?
Do the second story.
Okay, second story. This one's much shorter. It's called Airbnb host tried to send me a $35,000 bill for deferred maintenance.
What does that even mean?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, we'll find out.
Let's find out. A few weeks ago, I was staying at an Airbnb in Contra Costa County, California, where the hosts also lived in the house, along with 2 other permanent residents. About 3 weeks into my stay, the electricity tripped, and when I went looking for the host's husband in the garage, he pointed out an active leak. There were already brown stains on the wall and what appeared to be mold, and the leak was next to the circuit breaker, which concerned me as a possible safety issue. What stood out to me was that no one seemed to investigate or fix it right away. Days passed, the water kept leaking, and a large puddle remained in the garage. When I raised it again, the host's husband said he had filed an insurance claim and a claim with Airbnb. Later, Airbnb sent me a bill for $32,000 for mold damage, claiming I had caused it through bathtub overflow use. The host told Airbnb that during my stay, water passed through the overflow plate area and caused damage below. What confuses me is the... Hold on a second. What's this word? Remediation? Remediation.
Remediation, yeah.
Oh, okay. They had a mold remediator, someone to come in to like demoisturize the house and probably put like ozone or something. Continue.
Ozone?
Okay. What confuses me is that the say it again.
Remediation.
Remediation. I've never seen this word in my life, gang. I'm struggling and fighting for my life.
This one's in English.
Thanks.
Call back.
What confuses me is that the remediation estimate itself says the water intrusion resulted from a bathtub overflow where the overflow plate was not properly sealed. To me, that sounds like a maintenance or installation issue, not necessarily guest-caused damage from normal shower use. I also later spoke with the downstairs tenant who told me there had been a leak there for months. In addition, the host family and others in the home also use that bathroom. So I'm trying to understand how Airbnb can hold me responsible for $32,000 when there were apparent signs of prior damage, multiple people used the bathroom, and the remediation paperwork points to an improperly sealed overflow plate. I'm also dealing with personal property still at the house, including a stroller and other items I've not been allowed to retrieve. Has anyone dealt with a similar Airbnb damage claim or dispute involving what looks like a maintenance issue?
Oh my gosh, that
Wow.
is
So
a
many
nightmare.
things.
If the other
Okay.
people have proof, then the hosts have shot themselves in the foot completely.
That's what I'm thinking, because if they spoke to the downstairs tenant and the tenant has proof that the water's been leaking already for months.
months.
They've got... They're not going to have to pay anything. They've got the proof they need right there.
And the problem with Airbnb as well is that all of their support is automated.
It's automated unless you have to like get to a very serious
Yeah.
This is not a joke, by the way. There's like Airbnb and all of those like Verbo, whatever those rental sites are.
Who?
It's like you can rent a place. Any type of like app where you can rent like
Verbo?
a location. Yeah, VRBO.
Yeah.
It's like how you can like rent like a villa in
Like
France or
Airbnb.
whatever. It's like Airbnb, but in different
Exact
countries
same thing.
as well.
Sounds so made up.
No, it's real.
VRBO.
That sounds
VRBO.
like- sounds like something
I
you hear in,
promise.
like iCarly or something.
It's
Well,
actually
that's so
iCarly.
true.
I will tell you right now that there was a situation where I had to help a friend. She had to move out of her apartment for 3 weeks because her apartment actually had water damage. So she had to go to an Airbnb and the apartment was going to pay the fee after they gave her the receipt. Like they said, you can do whatever, just give us the receipt after because we have to fix this apartment. It's not a joke. This is real. What happened was day one of her getting into the place that she had rented an Airbnb at for the 3 weeks. This is not a joke. Within 30 minutes.
I'm waiting for a punchline now. Now that you've said
No,
it
this
a
is the
second
punchline.
time.
There was massive water damage because it was a basement apartment. There was massive water damage all along the floor and it was completely wet. And all the mattresses were already green and fuzzy with mold by the time that she had gotten there. The people had never checked the property out till the last time the last person was there. So this is real. They tried charging her for all of the days of the 3 weeks, plus an extra, I think it was like a $2,000 charge. But guys, this is real. You got to do this. Any place that you rent or live at, before you walk in, record yourself opening the door with the keys, as crazy as that sounds. And before you even get in, record yourself opening and take photos and videos of all the property the moment that you get inside, because it saves you.
Make
if
sure it's
people can-
time-stamped too.
Yeah, because it stops you from like people trying to manipulate you like this because you have to have evidence. I know that sounds so extra, but this is the situation that happens. Legally,
No, that's great advice.
no, literally, like if you go into a hotel, a rental, as soon as you get those keys, start recording before you walk in for the first time with the timestamp, exactly like Hamish said, just like to make sure that you're in the clear. These poor guys probably didn't do that because, like, again, you want to imagine the best out of people. Not in this day and age, baby. This is the gold rush. I can get $35,000 off of this guy. Then the next guy, I'm charging him $35,000.
You can say
That's
someone's
literally what they're
breathing the
trying to
wrong
do,
way.
right?
Yeah, they're
just trying
breathing the
not
wrong
to pay
way.
$32,000 themselves. They were like, let's just put it on this guy instead.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Because if they have to do like mold remediation, that's super expensive. That means you have to rip out all the walls that have the damage, retest the house, get aeration in the house, fix the water issue with the tub. I'm not sure, whatever that is. Not only do you have to call Airbnb immediately and be like, hey, they're trying to push this on me, but they got to start getting everybody who knows about that information to get on their side. So that neighbor that they talk to, they got to be able to talk to Airbnb, and or if they continue to press charges, we're going to court. Woo! I watched Better Call Saul.
We can tell.
I watched Better Call Saul, guys. That's crazy. Honestly, I'd probably panic out first. Like, I'd probably, if that happened to me, I'd freak out. I'd be like, what are they doing?
Oh, same.
I'll be like, number
I
one.
would be at Airbnb headquarters begging for an
I'm
answer.
knocking on the door.
Just go straight there.
I want to meet with John
Not even
B&B.
try.
Is there a response to this?
Oh, let's see.
Audio listeners, Celaine is eating a frozen grape.
I am. They're really good. They're cotton candy.
There's no update or anything, but we can look at comments.
There better be a
Comment
comment saying
says-
like,
That's deferred maintenance, not your liability. Hosts can't bill guests for pre-existing issues or repairs that were already needed before your stay. Document everything. Dispute
That's
it
two for
through
two.
Airbnb
That's two for
Resolution
two.
Center. I think we should just always listen to Celaine. I think Celaine's always right. I think that's what we're learning.
no, I'm not. I'm literally just paranoid. Like I've had a lot of people get into a lot of trouble because other people wanted to like defer things to others. Like it just unfortunately happens.
Now, hear me
I
out.
wish I had a lot
So
of
what
green.
you do is you marry the host and then take out a life insurance policy. For
I was gonna cycle or beat herself.
Oh,
Wait,
so I don't think anybody should listen to legal advice from Hamish ever.
Why not? It's great.
that's great. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even think Airbnb would let that happen.
Oh, they
Like,
won't
I
because
think
it's automated. They won't know or care.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
It
You're
sounds
right.
like it just the host submitted something in Airbnb. It's like, bet, here you go.
Yeah.
That, like,
Yeah, like, bet, you're obviously right. You're the host.
Audio listeners, Celaine's doing an impression of a fly.
I'm like the Airbnb host. I just got away with $32,000. That's insane. I don't know.
It's crazy.
I want to keep like a tab on that person to find out if they ever get that refund.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't. Here's the
I'll
thing.
send you the link.
Here's the thing. They can try and charge that credit card. It will bounce. I'm not sure many people have the ability to just like immediately get charged $32,000 and have it go through.
yeah, but then you
so,
have
like,
debt
good luck.
collectors coming because Airbnb has all your details and they'll just give them out.
Yeah, you're right.
John B&B knows where you live.
Everybody remember, take photos before you walk into a door of a hotel, a rented area, even if you are staying with your friend for a week. I'm not trying to be crazy, but there's a lot of people out there in the world who will try to get an extra buck out of you.
By
Record
the
before
way,
you get
Celaine, can I borrow
inside.
$20 and not pay it back?
I have a property to rent you.
Audio listeners, Celaine's doing another fly impression.
This is
Hamish,
going so well.
would you like to read your story, sir?
Yes, I would. So I've got 3 really short, really bad ones.
This is great.
I'm gonna start off with the worst one, which is just simply titled "Got Shot at Work" by GM.
Mood. That happens every day, dude.
It's
Just casually.
Casually.
Regular Tuesday.
2
like a
sentences.
Tuesday.
Boss shot me every time. I could not answer his question in a meeting with the entire staff present. What can I do? With witnesses to premeditation. Huge company.
Bro.
Do they think shot means something else? I'm so confused.
Maybe they're confused.
Do you
Are they
I think
confused?
it must be.
I mean,
do you guys know those,
dial
like,
911.
gel
I don't know. I
blasters?
mean,
those little gel blasters with the little like water beads?
oh, is that what it is?
That's what he got shot with.
Oh my god.
I mean, actually, you got like several options to do. You got several options. Contacting HR immediately. You can get your boss's position real quick. I don't know.
Something life insurance.
Something life insurance policy.
Celane's
Marry
got
the
3 for
boss.
3. The top comment says, how your employer handles your report to HR about this depends on your company culture and how risk averse their counsel is.
Bro, there is no way I'm 3 for 3ing this. That was I don't know. I'm literally just goofing and gaffing over here. I don't know.
Better call Saul
So,
Larks.
like, Celaine's secretly a lawyer?
I've seen
her in a past life? Like, what's
I've seen
happening?
Better Call Saul, and I've seen I saw that new television show, The Pit. I don't know. Does that help at all?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Okay, perfect. Let's go to the next one.
He
Yo,
also
wait, give me some
replied-
like small ones.
Oh yeah, I got another one for you soon. He also replied, so somebody commented, "Shot you with what?" And then he sent a link to Walmart with a gel water bead blaster. And then said, wife thought I had ringworm, but it was welts from projectiles.
Okay, I'd actually be so mad though.
Imagine going home and
I'd
your
be
wife
so
thinks
mad.
you've got ringworm. You've just
Ew,
been
have you
shot
guys,
by
have
a
you ever
bus.
actually, have you ever seen that in real life? We had
Yeah.
a lot of people in school who did, is it called wrestling, where they got on the mats? And then, because of the mats not being cleaned properly, their skin would be covered in these little... Oh, bro!
Audio listeners,
Anyways,
Celaine is
thank
showing
you.
us her ringworm collection.
I don't have any. That's not true.
How are they going to know? They can't see.
Audio listeners, Hamish has a big ringworm right on his forehead. That's right.
Editors,
But-
edit it in. Edit it in. It's just the
Edited.
I'm just going to edit a red circle, just PNG on my
Just a little
face.
circle.
The next one I have is, can I sue my beekeeper neighbor?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Let's hear about it.
What are they doing with
Why do you
bees?
guys think he could sue his neighbor for keeping bees? I want to see what you guys
The
think.
bees in the neighbor's backyard? Or...
Honestly, this just sounds like someone being petty because they're upset that there's bees in their next door neighbor's house and they don't want to be bit, or they don't want to be bothered by the sound of them hissing. Because Karen, HOA Karen type thing. Let's hear it.
Good answers, completely wrong. Every day I see my neighbor's bees flying around my garden, stealing the pollen or nectar from my flowers. Then the bees go back to my neighbor and creates honey. My neighbor then harvests the honey and sells it at the farmer's market for profit. I have never received so much as a jar of honey as compensation, and every day my neighbor's bees trespass and steal my flowers. I was stung once when I was a child, so I know how dangerous bees can be. The way I see it, this is equivalent to a person's dog coming into my yard to steal balls or tools, then gives it back to his owner, who then sells it for a profit. Do I have legal ground to sue? What type of things should I begin documenting in order to prepare for a legal battle? What would be a fair settlement amount if my neighbor doesn't want to take this to court? Thanks for the help.
Okay. That is
That's
the
so
most...
stupid. That's
That
so
is the-
stupid.
That is the... Whoa, there's 7 questions that led me to that. What? Okay.
How do you
I guess they-
differentiate where the pollen comes from?
Comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just
know.
I mean, here's the thing. If they do end up suing, they could sue for several things, right? Because remember, you can sue anybody for whatever reason possible. I've seen Better Call Saul.
America.
America, you can probably
America.
sue for emotional damage and theft of property, but then the person can countersue and say that it helped grow their garden because when bees pollinate, it can actually make your flowers grow better, and it can make your garden grow faster and better. So
I learned that from Minecraft.
yeah, it's like Minecraft type situation. I don't even know. The comments have definitely got to be trolling this person saying bro, what? This person just they just want some of their money from making the money at the farmer's market. That's why.
Somebody said, how are you going to
Bro.
establish which pollen grains were harvested by your neighbor's bees and which were harvested by other bees or free-range bees? And somebody replied,
Free-range
tagging bees with
bees?
tiny collars.
With tiny collars. That's genius.
So good.
Someone else said, what are your damages? How much have you spent to offset the lost pollen? The offense here is conversion if the owner reserves the nectar and pollen. I didn't think it was an offense. The pollen has been so sufficiently changed in its form that it's now owned by the beekeeper, so not as much an offense as his property right to the honey, and then quoted a court case from 1908.
What?
Why?
I
Why?
don't know.
Okay.
Okay, this person has too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
And very clearly, reading and paying attention was not one of them. Because if you're worried about theft of pollen, there are so many other things I can show you.
How do you,
What if you have the plants in your yard and your neighbor breathes the air, but you know that your plants convert the CO2 carbon monoxide to oxygen? Could you
gotta
sue them
charge
for
them
that too? Yeah, that's crazy.
Think about it.
Actually, wait a second. You could sue for that.
That was Isn't that basically the plot of the Lorax? Charging for air.
Yeah, actually, that is the. You know what? This is like a Lorax situation. Did someone write? There's like, do they have like a Thneed in the comments? Dude, yeah, that fence has got to be the Thneed, dude, because she's like, I can't convert the bees. Like, she's like the horrible guy in the Lorax.
The one slur.
Didn't they call the bees dangerous too? Bees are so friendly.
They did.
If it was wasps, I'd be all over that wasp.
This is the main villain of the Lorax right in this comment. Did someone write that? Reply right now.
Dude, that's Mr. O'Hare.
Dude.
Of O'Hare Air. I have another one, which is a news article.
Please.
Woman convicted for throwing dynamite at sleeping boyfriend, blowing off his hand.
Minecraft activities.
Real? Minecraft mentioned twice?
So this happened a few days ago. A New York woman faces up to 25 years in prison after she was found guilty of throwing a stick of dynamite into her boyfriend's bedroom, causing him to lose a hand. A jury found 35-year-old Keona Waddle guilty of first-degree assault and criminal possession of a weapon. Something. I'm not reading these quotes. Oh, wow. I take it back. The trial stemmed from March 22, 2024. So this has been going on for
and it
a
just
while.
ended. Yeah.
So it goes on to say that she threw a stick of dynamite into her boyfriend's bedroom while he slept after the two got in an argument. Prosecutors say the victim was awoken by a hissing sound and saw a flame on the floor of his bedroom. When he got up, he found a stick of dynamite and tried to extinguish it, but was unsuccessful.
Why would you try to extinguish it rather than run away? I guess if you just wake up, you're going to be a little bit disoriented. So...
The victim then picked up the dynamite in an attempt to throw it outside. However, prosecutors say it detonated in his hand, causing searing pain and the loss of his hand.
Whoa. Okay. You know what? If I'm the lawyer and I'm defending the guy, I'm going to be so honest. I think, what is it, 25 years you said?
Yeah.
That's a little too little of time.
Where does she get dynamite?
That's like cartoon. Yeah. That's like cartoon activities.
Straight up,
like,
that's some Wile E. Coyote stuff right there.
Yeah, it's like Wile E. Coyote. What is this?
Yeah.
What is that?
Where did she get dynamite in New York?
I don't even know where you buy that. What?
Of all the ways to settle an argument, why would you blow up your boyfriend?
I mean, maybe she thought it was going to be like a firework. But even still, that's still not good. I don't... bro. Kim, Hamish, I don't know. That's a little wild. Wait. Viewers, I will tell you right now, please don't do that. Ever. Please, I want you, if you're at someone's place or if someone has done you wrong, my suggestion is you leave the situation and you do not escalate. For listeners to the podcast not watching, Amish is trying to make a meme out of this. I'm being honest. I want you to do the right thing.
All your listeners,
and I want you to leave. Hey, what? Don't say that.
Yeah, who said that?
That's a very wild story. I don't know. I think that maybe there should have been more time.
Your boyfriend will leave you if you do that. So think about it.
Well, you'd hope so. You'd certainly hope so.
I would certainly hope that he would be alive enough to walk away, because that could have been so much worse.
Still stay.
Roger Rabbit, Roadrunner, cartoon characters.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
You got a point.
Wile E. Coyote would stay. That's a wild story.
That is crazy.
Don't do that, everybody. Viewers listening, please don't do that ever. And also for this,
don't do that.
Don't do that. That's the advice.
Don't try to kill people unless you've taken out $100,000 life insurance policy.
Next one, guys. I have this story, and it is actually Legal Advice UK, because I did hear that they had a little bit more wild stories on their side.
Nice.
So this one is... That's not right. Don't say that. It says, England. I was served divorce papers. I'm not even married. Please help. So
Is it the same
off the
one as
title
Kim's?
alone,
The same.
Like, that sounds
No.
like something we already heard today.
it actually is very similar to Kim's though. Okay, are you ready for this?
Let's do
It
it.
Yeah.
says, hello, everyone. Sorry if this is a little bit of a mess, but I don't think I have the coping skills to deal with the situation, and I really need some help. I'm a male, 24 years old, and last week I was served divorce papers by a woman I've never met in my life. I am autistic and I live within care of my family, mainly my brother and his wife. Since my mother's health has been in decline for the past few years, at first me and my brother thought it may be some kind of scam, but after having looked into it further, the papers were all legit and fully valid, which, as you could probably tell, confused me more. This Monday morning, me and my brother had a meeting set up with my wife. Okay, this is already wild. Her lawyer and our legal representative provided for free due to my disabilities. Honestly, I thought it'd all be cleared up as soon as she'd see me because it'd be clear I wasn't her husband, but no. They asked if I was okay because I looked sickly. I'm very pale because I don't go outside much, same. Even her lawyers seemed to recognize me from prior legal discussions in regards to other apparent legal issues I had with this woman. They also asked who my brother was, and we were both very confused when I told them that he was my brother, the person responsible for my care. The whole situation felt like a dream. The lady standing crying and telling me she didn't know a divorce would have such a drastic effect on my health, both mental and physical, and I'm just sitting there wondering what is going on. The woman left because she had become too emotional, and we kind of just left the legal talk boys talk things out and try to figure out what was going on. There were so many documents that had my full legal name on them. It felt like the Twilight Zone. It still feels like one. We're going over various other documents still with everything that matches. There's still two big things I don't understand: the signatures and the fact that I don't even go outside. I've even received calls, no idea how she got our number, from the lady asking if we could perhaps try couples counseling instead, since despite all the evidence, she's still convinced I'm her husband. What do I do? Is this woman dangerous? What can me and my family do?
It has to be a name mix-up, right? Like someone with the same name? I don't know
That's
how
what
this
I
would
was
even
thinking.
happen.
But like, she saw him in person.
Whoa. I did not, by the way, guys, I didn't even read the story. It was just popular on our Legal Advice UK, like at the top thing.
Guys, should I do another life insurance gag?
Maybe not this time, because this is a little wild. This is a scam. I will say, if they have your documents and she's pretending to know you and to like lie about your information, no joke, I think that she's trying to get some sort of like scam. And then the fact that she also has lawyers trying to pretend to be lawyers, like saying like, we've seen you before. She probably told them to say that. Like
going
I'll
through
pay
the
you
legal channels for a scam seems a bit weird.
Yeah, but maybe I don't even know what you'd do this for.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what this guy is. 24 years old. He is like super young. I wish
like,
they
in the
said
care
her
of someone
age.
else, so how would you scam someone?
Yeah,
like
they're
that?
in the
Like,
care
if
of
you were
someone
scamming
else.
like a millionaire, fair enough. This person is in the care of someone.
Yeah, this person is in the care of someone. This is a 100% a scam, but I'm so confused at what is she trying to get out of it? Is she trying to get like his like maybe his but the insurance is the same in the UK. Everybody has the same insurance. Life insurance. No, dude. I'm going to read the first comment. Let's read the first comment.
Yeah, let's say.
Okay, this is just so, I don't even know what to say. The first comment is from Cider Glove, and it says, this is a scam which is targeting you because of the special needs you have. Number one says, don't panic. Number 2 says, don't allow yourself to start wondering whether it's true. And number 3 says, make sure you have a reputable solicitor and make it absolutely clear that you have no idea what this person is on about. And I don't even know what. Someone else replied, positively academical. And it says, it sounds like a scam queue. And there's like a highlight to it. And it says, now she's worried she might be on the hook for your care costs. Report it to the police, but realistically, you're going to need a lawyer to deal with these sham divorce proceedings. What is a scam queue? Scam queue?
It still seems so weird to me.
Identity theft.
Legally.
Scam queue is identity theft and financial fraud.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, that's what it is. So that's what that means. That's like
if you take this to divorce court, how are you going to do that in front of a judge when like one person says, I've never seen this person before in my life?
I would not take it to divorce court because it's a scam. Because if you take it to divorce court, that means that you believe the marriage is real.
But like if she takes it to divorce court or something, like if somebody takes it to court.
If this original poster calls the police and goes to the police immediately, they need to have a paper trail starting now. Like if this ever happens to anybody where someone steals your credit card number, if they steal your passport, your driver's license or whatever, even pretend to marry you, start making a paper trail, go to the police immediately because that means someone has stolen your identity. Like whatever that means, make the paper trail fast. Secondly, get a solicitor, lawyer, or whatever who specializes in whatever the situation is. And by the way, everybody, this is true if you're a listener. If you have a legal situation and you're confused at which lawyer to call, there's lawyers for everything. Like
Better Call Saul.
If someone cuts down, Better Call Saul. If someone cuts down the trees in your yard, you find a lawyer who does tree law. So like you call everybody who you think might be a lawyer close to it, you tell them the situation, and then they'll see if you're like the right person to go to. Call everybody.
I'm just imagining somebody like setting up a law firm specializing in tree law and nothing else.
Oh, whoa, wait. Hamish, quick information. Tree law is so expensive and serious.
So much money.
If you cut someone's tree down, like let's say you cut someone's tree down in America.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Wait. Be like, sorry, we don't do any other sort of law.
No. There's lawyers who specialize in several things.
Cut down a tree.
Absolutely not.
No, that's actually true. There are lawyers who do that. Like tree law is you don't understand.
So funny.
If your neighbor goes into your property and chops down like 10 redwood trees that are 100 years old, they're going to owe you like
life insurance policy.
Oh, no. They're going to owe you more than that. They're going to owe you $500,000 plus because it's 7 times the amount of the charge of the tree. It's real scary in here. You don't mess with tree law.
Money glitch.
Oh, yeah. If someone goes into your property, legal advice, well, then the person gets arrested, by the way, or they get severely fined. And if they can't pay it,
life insurance.
To jail.
Oh.
Life insurance. This is, I don't even know. Whoa. I would say don't ever meet this person ever again. Go to the police, report the identity theft, and find a lawyer who would fit the situation. Do not meet with this woman ever again.
And if you're on the other side of this and you're doing the scamming, take notes so you know what to do better next time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's bad advice.
Nope.
Well, I'm not qualified to do that.
Okay, and then here's this qualified.
For nothing?
Qualified for nothing.
Me when I reference the podcast name.
Me when I reference the same thing twice. I don't know. That's really sad. On to the next story. Case closed.
No, it's not.
Closed.
Okay, this one is kind of like Am I the A? But it's also our legal advice UK. They're one and the same in this story. What are the rules for evicting an adult daughter from the family home? Okay.
Have fun.
Daughter turned 24 recently. She graduated university in 2024 and has failed to accept any job. This was written a month ago, by the way. Local nursing homes are crying out for staff, but she's refusing to even contemplate interviews there. What she has done for the past 2 years is sign it all to Universal Credit and succeed in getting a PIP with some people on TikTok to tell them what to say on the phone interviews. She's fit and healthy. She goes out clubbing. She's just gotten too comfortable, and my husband and I have decided that she needs to be punished. Oh, pushed from the nest.
Oh my
Excuse
god.
me, I'm not even
I
reading.
was about to take a turn.
That was so much worse for a second.
Sorry. She needs to be pushed from the nest. I think that means just like
Kicked out. Basically.
kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it says, what are the minimum legal periods we need to give? Would 30 days suffice with an option to extend by 30 days if she gets a job? The top commenter says, does she pay rent? And the person,
That's
the
what I was
original
gonna
poster
ask.
replied, yes, she does. She pays like the average price of a normal like apartment in the area.
Does she pay rent legally, or is she just giving cash in hand? Because those are two different things. Because if
Oh,
it's
let's
cash in
see.
hand, she can just they can just kick throw stuff out, change the locks.
Mhm.
I think legally they can't though, because even if you pay in cash, isn't it like you're still a renter?
Not legally, no.
I don't know. I don't even
I
know.
think as long as you have a contract, like if you don't have a contract, there's nothing to hold up if
Yeah.
you try to fight it.
Exactly.
I think you have to like legally give her 30 days because she's still a renter. And I know for a fact
you
if
need proof
like
that she's a renter.
I'll tell you right now, if she pulls out her bank statements with the same amount of money per month and then shows that she's like getting it in cash, that's like an accredited rent.
Yeah,
And
that
also
could
it
work.
Yeah, 100%. I think they could figure that out.
Yeah.
All the people, though, they're saying in the UK, I guess the rules are different. It says, I believe she would be classified as an excluded occupier, which means you only need to give reasonable notice, which isn't a legally defined term. So essentially, a week, a month, or however you feel is reasonable. I will tell you, no one in the comments at all said, do you want to work with her to figure out why she's not getting a job?
Yeah.
All of them saying are kick her out.
Well, that's very British of them to say kick them out. But that's neither here nor there. Where is she getting all of this money to go clubbing and to pay rent if she's turning down jobs?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, credit.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
Credit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It says she's taking out on credit or something.
Which I think would be like,
She just has debt then.
what's the?
I mean,
what's,
if anything, that's
Yeah.
not good. That's not good.
like welfare.
So
I
I,
think
feel
that's
like
the
it
equivalent.
would be doing a favor to kick her out, to be honest, give the life lesson that needs to be learned, essentially. If you're not learning it at home, like
Yeah, if you're not learning it at home, here's the thing.
kind of situation.
I'm going to be so honest. If it were my kid, I don't have any children, however, I would want to know why, or if there's something going on, right? Like maybe there's maybe there's an issue as to why they do not want the job, or like why they cannot accept the job currently at their state, right? Or like in the moment. Legally, I've got to be better call Saul. I guess you do got to give her 30 days.
Give her
That would
30
make me
minutes.
happy. 30, yeah, 1
Yeah,
minute.
Chase
Get
her out.
I also can't speak in the same sense though, because I'm like, I also don't have children, so I'm like, maybe you feel really bad because like this is
I
my
do.
child. I don't want to do that. Oh, okay. What would you do in this situation then, Hamish?
I already said 30 minutes. Get out.
30 minutes.
Chase him out with a broom.
I don't know. There's even a comment that's been deleted here. Is she pays she pays rent
Rently.
monthly? Yeah, I mixed the words up.
Month-rently.
She pays rent monthly. I don't know. And some of the
Month-rently.
people, no one in the comments though says like, is this person okay? It just says like, you've got 30 days. So I mean, I guess it is just legal advice. I thought they'd be
Yeah,
like, hey,
they're
are you
not there
guys
to care.
okay? I thought it'd be like, hey, are you
I
guys
guess the thing
okay?
is, like, why is she applying for jobs if she's just not going to take them?
I think that maybe there's something going on and she
Yeah.
needs someone to talk to her. Like
There's some
that's
deeper
why
issue
I'm
there.
thinking that there's like a deep issue going on where it's like I kind of have some, you know, I kind of have some like sympathy, I guess, but also I don't know about the mother and the child. It's who knows, neither here nor there. 30 days. Psh!
Get
Or
out
you
of
just
here.
get out.
Yeah. I don't have any other stories, by the way. That's all I
Yeah, that's all the time we got for today, folks.
I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Celaine got most of the legal advice right. So like,
I think
according to
she pretty
Reddit,
much got all of it.
that does not mean I am an amazing lawyer.
Everybody
In fact,
DM at Celaine's ASMR on Instagram for legal advice.
don't do that.
Don't
But
do
you
that.
Please
can
don't.
send your questions here.
Please do not do that.
Qualifiedfornothing.com.
Thanks.
Guys-
I didn't know what it was.
We have an email, by the way. Where if you have
It's
some
on the
stories,
website. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a little button.
it has the email of where you can email your specific stories. What we're like looking for is we're looking for some tea, some drama, maybe some divorce stories, maybe some like broken friendships, maybe bridezilla stories, whatever you got. We want to hear from you. So please.
If you want Celaine's advice, and we know she gives the best advice now because she literally was right every time.
Anything that
If you want
Celaine
Celane's
says
advice.
should be interpreted as true and real legal advice, and you can use it in the court of law. That was a joke. For a disclaimer, that was a joke.
Please don't ever
That
take my
wasn't real.
advice.
Don't listen to Hamish. Just anything Hamish says, don't ever take seriously.
Because what do I know?
yeah.
I'm qualified for
For
nothing.
nothing. We are all qualified for nothing, guys. Do not ever take any legal advice from this podcast. Or honestly,
Any advice.
don't take much legal advice from the internet.
Yeah.
Please.
From anyone who's not a lawyer. How about
yeah,
that?
anyone who's not
Take
a lawyer.
legal
and
advice
just-
from a lawyer, and that's it. Don't listen to anyone else. No one else qualified, especially not us.
See you guys next week. Bye.